do you think that these requests can be canceled, or will they always sit pending?
We can also order cancellation. That's your vibration. So if you resist, it'll be canceled.
So there is a refund policy, is what you're saying.
Yes, exactly.
Good to see you again, AJ. Last time we left off talking a little bit about who is Abraham, what is Abraham. Now, the following chapter of the book, I know we are dying to talk about what's in the next chapter. Can you explain a little bit about what we can find in this chapter? I know a lot of it has to do with the universe already receiving what you want, which is a crazy thought to me. But maybe you can help us understand a little bit deeper what these concepts are.
Yeah. So Abraham told us that so once you wish something, the universe has already received. Whether you're aware of that or not, your wish or your asking is always sent to the universe.
So I have a question. Now, I know, and I truly do believe that anything that you wish for, even think about, if you keep thinking about it, the universe is listening. It's happened to me. I'm sure it's happened to you. Now, what about things like free will? So I think it's an interesting topic because what about wanting a certain job that someone may or may not give you, wanting to be in a relationship with somebody? Now, a lot of these things aren't for one person to decide, right? Now, do you know anything about this? Is this mentioned in the book, or what is your personal opinion?
Free will. So, yeah, I think we have free will, but also we can't change what's already happening here or what's already happened here. So, but our free will is just how to perceive the reality and how to make the decision from that result. That's our free will. Yeah.
Now, specifically, I mean, wanting things that depend on other people. You know, there is a famous movie, a Disney movie. What is it? The Aladdin, I think, where you can ask for anything, but you can't ask for someone to fall in love with you. I think it's a much deeper, it's not so surface level. I think it's, you can't ask people or make people change their mind, right? So, and I know in the book and in the movie, The Secret, they show the universe as this kind of genie, Aladdin. So I think there's some parts that are true to this kind of image. If you ask the universe for your wish, that the wish will come true. But are there limits to what you can wish for? What do you think?
Yeah, that's a good question. So, yeah, I think there's a limit, but actually there's no limit. But if it's too far from your timeline or your reality, because I think there is a timeline that you will be the present, but it's too far. But maybe, yeah, it's existing in somewhere in the universe as a possible reality.
Oh,
But
so
if it's too far, you can't reach it from your timeline.
so it all depends on how close you are to that reality, essentially. You know?
Yeah, I think there's still like range or limitation that you can go from your point.
Huh, interesting. Now, tell me a little bit about the key points in this chapter. You know, I know you've spent a little bit of time reading it. And we talked about universe, anything you ask the universe, it's already been received. Is there anything else that's important for the reader to comprehend in this chapter?
Oh, yeah. So it's not from this chapter. The important thing is that the universe always receives your wish. So there's no time gap between you wishing and then the universe receiving. So zero. Then the universe immediately create the reality
Hmm.
using the source energy. Yeah, but there's a time gap between the universe creates a reality and it actually manifests in this world. Yeah, and it depends on your situation or the timing. It's decided by the creator.
Oh, now that's
Yeah, in the best
a good
timings.
observation,
So
right?
yeah,
Um,
so that's why people are struggling or they just give up
mhm.
before they your wish will come to you.
So in some situations, it really does take a
Mm.
certain amount of time before you receive it.
Yeah,
It's not that
yeah,
it's not coming to you, it's that it's taking longer for that to
yeah.
come down, make its way,
Hmm.
manifest, correct?
Yeah.
Huh,
So in that book, they said that you have to be in the receiving mode.
yeah.
Yeah. So if you're not ready to receive, you can't receive it. Yeah. It's just pending until you're ready, or just cancel.
So let's talk about that. Do you think that these
Mm.
requests can be canceled, or will they always sit pending once
Yeah,
you
yeah, and
put them out?
yeah, because we can also order like a cancellation.
Ooh,
That's
interesting.
your vibration. So if you resist your wish, uh, it'll be canceled. Yeah.
So there is a refund policy, is what you're saying.
What's that? Oh
There
yeah,
is
refund
a
policy. Yeah,
refund
refund
policy.
policy. Yes.
Huh,
Yes, yes,
interesting.
yes. Exactly.
Ooh,
Yeah. So
I think
that's so what's receiving mode is that you have to adjust your vibration to that state, you know, the state you're receiving that reality. So your vibration matches that reality. So that reality you wish will be manifested.
so. Nothing is impossible. It just depends.
Um,
The time it will take for you to become that,
yeah,
do that, is case by case.
yeah. So even you're doing or you're practicing some methods
Yeah.
like the law of attraction or vision board or I don't know, affirmation. Yeah, but the more important thing is that you have to change your vibration to receiving mode. So a lot of
Mhm.
people resisting their own wishes. Even though I wanna
Really?
be rich, I wanna have I wanna have a perfect partner, but in their heads, oh, that's impossible. I'm not worth it. I'm not the I don't have the right to do that. So that's resisting.
Oh, that is so interesting. So many people do that without realizing that they're
Mm.
resisting exactly what they want.
Yeah. So there are gaps between their wishes and their actual thoughts,
Mhm.
or how can I say, their the value of life, or belief system.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you
Then
have to change your belief system first. Yeah.
so do affirmations work when it comes to putting yourself in the right place to receive? How do you turn on that switch?
Hmm.
How have you turned on that switch to receive the things that you ask for?
Yeah. So affirmation is powerful because you are affirming by your voice, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah. So your own voice is powerful to yourself because it's the closest person. So,
Yeah,
and
that's true.
yeah. So, and also your brain uh, perceives that voice as a like a powerful the order.
Hmm.
Yeah. So yeah. And then So first, it how can I say, it'll be embedded in your conscious level. But as you repeat that over and over, that is going to sink into your subconscious.
Oh, so you become ready to receive.
Yes, yes, yes.
Interesting.
You, yeah, you might think, oh, maybe it's possible because I keep saying that, and then first you feel resistance, but even though you're repeating the affirmation, no, it's impossible, it's impossible. But wait a minute, is it really impossible?
Mhm, mhm.
Maybe there is something I can do that for that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Huh.
yeah.
So,
So your uh your perspective, or yeah, it will be slightly changed. Yeah.
wow, that's amazing. This is things people could start doing
Mm,
today. I know, for example, I
yeah.
wanted to attract abundance in my life for a long time. And I kept saying, "Oh man, I don't have enough money. I don't have enough money. I'm never going to have enough money."
Mm,
And then all of a sudden I said, "Wait,
mhm.
I'm not attracting anything good." You know, I'm not putting myself in the right lane of attracting
Mm,
abundance. Not even money. I don't mean money that means abundance. It could be
mhm,
enough fulfilling experiences in my life, appreciating every moment, you know? Even
mhm,
if it's something small, find a way to be present and thankful that these things happen to you. And I noticed the moment I was
mhm,
able to appreciate the small things that I wanted more of, kept coming and coming and coming and coming. Um, to the point where I was like, "Oh my gosh,
mm,
why do I have so much?" I don't have a lot of money, but I'm like, "Why do I have so much money?" Well, I have more money than I used to maybe 3 years ago, right?
mm.
But it can be about different types of situations, right? It doesn't have to be one specific thing. But I think I find the concepts in the book so thus far really important for people to feel satisfied with their everyday life. You know, it's
Yeah.
I think the book is
So
amazing.
there's yeah, there's another important rule that
Mhm.
because for example, your wish is you wanna be rich, right? But the point is, um, so which side you are focusing on? So you wanna be rich because you wanna feel good with money, or you don't wanna experience poor,
Ah, yeah,
that negative side. So
right,
you wanna
right,
feel good, or you don't wanna feel
bad.
bad.
Yeah.
So if you're focusing on that bad experience in the future, you will receive that future because your subconscious can't judge good or bad or positive or negative. So if you're focusing on luck, yeah, the universe will give you that reality precisely
Oh,
because your
wonderful.
vibration is yeah, in that frequency.
Wow, absolutely wonderful. I think it's the concepts are so basic, but so many people have such trouble understanding sometimes. Even I do understanding these type of methods. Um, just being in the right mindset. Sometimes it's so simple. And so I would love to continue talking about what else we see in the book. Definitely in the next episode. So great to see you, Eiji. Let's talk again in the next episode. I'll see you.
Yeah, thank you.